Yunnan province attach great importance to the migration. First, we attach great importance to this issue. So this issue, we phrase it as the safe migration for the Asian elephants. And the senior leaders has made a number of guidance, ensure that there's no injury for people and no injury for the wild elephants, and there's no confrontation between the elephants and the people. And the deputy governor also hosted a number of meetings to provide instructions and guidance to ensure the safe migration. And we also set up a special task force to station in Yunnan. And also, we keep working during the Dragon Boat holiday. So for our task force, we stay in Yunnan province and provide on-site guidance. For Yunnan province, we hear a lot of feedback from the national organizations, and especially we hear a lot of feedback from the ecological experts. For the deputy governor, on a daily basis, offer us a lot of guidance and instructions in a timely manner. We respond rapidly, and also we follow the instructions from the provincial government. We set up a special task force, the commanding center on ensuring safe migration for the Asian elephants. And Mr. Wang is our leader in this task force. And also we are working together with the Public Security Bureau and also the Fire Service Department of Yunnan Province. So all together, we work and be united as one to analyze the situation and guide the migration of the Asian elephants. For different sectors and different levels, they have taken up their responsibilities and also have a cross-discipline mechanism. We mobilize all the available resources and take effective measures to ensure the safety for the elephants as well as the people. For the Forestry Bureau of Yunnan Province also work together with Chinese Academy of Science and also the breeding center in Xishuangbanna, the Yunnan Grid, the railway group of Yunnan Province. All these parties have been working together to implement our work. Third, we closely monitor the migration situation of the Asian elephants and also provide a lot of the instructions. And for the task force, we organize a number of teleconference. We decided to make a task force to monitor the migration trace of the Asian elephants. And for the wild elephants, we will provide 24-hour monitor services. And actually, we started this work from February this year. For all the 15 wild elephants, after they enter into the Yunnan province, we immediately taken up effective measures. Based on our judgment, we found this elephant is moving northwards. And to Yixi and Honghe, we are also issuing warnings and notifications to the local governments. Once we found the wild elephants moving north, by no time, we mobilize experts from Xishuangbanna and Pu'er to work in Yanjiang so that they can monitor the travel of the elephants. And for the deputy governor, he also visited Yanjiang immediately. We all know once the wild elephants enter into the village area, there may be some issues, some problems. We send out a group of experts and a special task force to station in Yanjiang to provide guidance. And when the elephant groups move to Shiping, it's the same situation for us. The special task force stationed there and also provide a lot of guidance and coordination. Fourth, we have taken a proactive manner in monitoring the migration of the elephants. We also use UAV to track the journey of the elephants to ensure that we capture their traces, to make judgments of their travel journey, and to set up traffic control for certain districts where the wild elephants may travel through. So you could see we have set up some of the cordons to make sure that there's no confrontation between the elephants and the people. We are making a lot of judgments beforehand and take effective measures. And also, to certain areas, we try to excavate the local villages to ensure their safety. We are making sure that there's no confrontation between the Asian elephants and the people. Fourth, we are taking a scientific approach to interfere with the migration journey of the elephants. And this time, we closely monitor the situation of the elephants. We also have a lot of physical isolation of the elephants and the people. We also offer food to the elephants. By doing all of that, we are having an effective intervention of the travel route of the elephants, making sure that the elephants will not enter into the densely populated areas. And recently, we are also trying to lower the temperature and trying to put on the artificial raining to stop the travel for the elephants. We are also trying to provide a lot of food to the elephants. We are trying what we can to bring these ancient elephants back to Xishuangbanna. Fifth, we are reviewing our work on a timely manner. Last night, you may saw some of the footage on the television. For some of the areas, there may be some property damage. We will work with the insurance companies to compensate, to make compensations according to the wild animal protection law. So first, we have to understand what are the losses for the properties, and then we will refer to relevant regulations and laws to offer compensation. In 2014, we are able to publish a law to offer the compensation caused by the wild animals, and this law is cover all the districts and areas in Yunnan province. What we are doing right now is trying to protect people's rights and interests. 6. We will step up our efforts in education and respond to the query of the media. According to the Publicity Department of Yunnan Province, the Publicity Department will take the lead for the media coverage. And the Commanding Center will also offer a statement. The Publicity Department will review the statement and later on publish the statement. And we will give an update to the general public in a timely manner. Also, a number of new media platforms also publish the information of the migration of the wild elephants. We also raise the public awareness for the migration work of the ancient elephants. This is what we have done in the past 60 days. Thank you very much. Now I would like to give the floor to the leader of the Fire Service Department of Yunnan Province to give us an update. Friends from the media, good morning. On May the 27th, we received the operation. For the Fire Service Department, exercised the important guidance made by General Secretary Xi Jinping. We exercise strict discipline and dare to fight at the front line. We also receive a lot of guidance from the Emergency Response Department. According to the Commanding Center, the Fire Service Department was led by Mr. Qi Xingming, and also a number of senior officials participate in our work for the coordination and mobilization. So we will exercise the decisions made by the provincial government and work with multiple departments. For 18 days in a row, we are working tirelessly and provide a lot of guidance and instructions. We mobilize all the available resources and also use 8 UAVs and 5 infrared monitors devices, and also a number of wireless communication devices. At the same time, we're also using Beidou system and some satellite communication devices to monitor the journey, the travel route for the Asian elephants. We have 5 searching teams. For each one of the team, we have a leader, we have the monitor, we have the driver, and the working staff. So we're actually making a tracking service for over 100 times. Also, we have used over 100 UAVs to track the journey of the wild elephants for over 1,000 kilometers. So what we are doing right now is trying to monitor the travel routes of the Asian animals 24 hours per day, 7 days per week. And during the past few days, we have successfully completed the task assigned by the commanding center. Thank you very much. This is my update. Now I would like to give the floor to the Deputy Director of the Forestry Department of Yuxi City to brief us. Friends from the media, good morning. Thank you very much for your attendance. So now it's my turn to give you an introduction on the work that has been done by the Yuxi City on the migration of the herd of the wild elephants. First, I would like to give you an update on the monitoring of the herd of the wild elephants. Start from April the 16th, we noticed that the herd of the wild animals entered into the Yuxi City, and the municipal government has earnestly studied the guidance made by the provincial government. First, we want to ensure that the elephants and the people are safe, and also we are doing a lot of work on the coordination and mobilization. We are doing what we can to provide daily report and the weekly report. We will monitor the situation closely and also send out notifications and alarms in a timely manner. We also mobilize a number of experts to monitor the situation. We also doing a lot of traffic control to block the migration of the Asian elephants. After received the notification, we are making a lot of arrangements to the local areas. We are trying to facilitating the migration of the wild elephants. First, we are improving our leadership and also strengthen our efforts in the emergency response. First, we drafted an emergency response outline, and we set up a special task force and also a working group on ensuring safe migration for the Asian elephants. We clarify the responsibilities for different parties, and we are collecting the information and publish those information in a timely manner. Also, we are working on a rescue mechanism to save the elephants. We are trying our best to make sure that there's no confrontation between the elephants and the people, and there's no property loss caused by the migration of the elephants. We want to ensure that the elephants and the people are all safe. And during the elephants' northward journey, the municipal government and the provincial government attach great importance to this task. And also the deputy governor provide a lot of guidance to our work. We always put people's safety as our top priority. What we are doing is to ensure the safety of the elephants and the people. And also, we are doing a lot of education and publicity of this time's migration. We are making use of UAV to track the travel routes of the elephants. So no matter it is from the sky or from the ground, we are having the 24-hour monitoring. We will use a number of communication means to release this information. So making sure that each one of the villages, each one of the students, and each one of the employees in Yuxi City can receive the latest travel route of the elephants, so that they know where these elephants will show up and where they're going, so that these people can better manage their daily schedule, and there will not be any confrontation between the elephants and the people. And since April the 16th, after the elephants enter into Yuxi City, we also track the activities of the Asian elephants. So before they enter into Yunnan County, they have been visited over 10 counties and also caused some economic losses, around 6 million RMB. But the local villages, they understand what happens. And also in Chinese, we always say a phrase that auspiciousness. And auspiciousness sounds the same as elephants in Chinese. So when they're seeing elephants coming, they think maybe it is an auspicious sign for all of them. So right now, despite all of those losses, we need to mitigate the losses in the future and ensure the safety for the people and the elephants. And right now we have a task force station in the Yunnan County and the Shijie town. And right now, all the task forces are quite safe. And going forward, we will continue to learn the spirit of General Secretary Xi Jinping on ecological safety. And we will also receive the guidance from the provincial government. Of course, we will focus on people's safety. We will continue to monitor the travel and the migration of the Asian elephants. We will do what we can to take scientific measures to protect the Asian elephants and also to improve our mechanism for the protection of the elephants, and also to make sure the elephants and people are safe. So for the first aspect, that we have to improve our emergency response mechanism. So we need to better coordinate efforts from the Kunming city and the provincial efforts. We have to better understand the travel route of the elephants. So after these wild elephants find the new habitats, we will try to guide these wild elephants return to original habitats. At the same time, we have to protect these wild animals. We have to standardize our regulations to set up the emergency response mechanism and to take actions when necessary, making sure that we should mitigate the incidents that has been caused by the Asian elephants. We want to protect the safety of life and the property of our people. Also, we want to boost the harmonious coexistence between the animal and the people. And of course, we will give full play to the role of the government. We have to mobilize all the available resources. We will set up customized plan to closely monitor the herd of the wild elephants. And once there is an incident, we will try to take scientific measures. And also we have to mobilize all the rescue resources to protect our people. We need to hear the feedback from the ecological experts and to take effective measures in the rescue work. Of course, we need to strengthen our efforts in sending out notifications and warnings to the local residents. And we will also increase the frequency to meet the press. Third, we will strengthen our mobilization from the commanding center. All the task force in different counties will receive the overall instructions from the provincial task force. We have the monitoring group, the safety group, the migration group, and the on-site management group, and the publicity group, and the compensation group, etc. Altogether, 9 special task force to ensure the successful implementation of our work. And also we will work with local counties and townships to provide guidance. And we will send out alarms in a timely manner and to respond to every one of the incidents caused by the ancient elephants. And fourth, we will work with relevant parties to check and summarize the incidents that has been caused by the wild elephants. And they will calculate how much losses caused by this incident, and then we will offer compensation to the local villages, making sure that the whole city can work together and protect the elephants. Let us work together to protect the wild elephants and tell a good story about the migration of the wild elephants. Thank you for your introduction. Later on, if you have any questions, you could interview them after the press conference. So that's the end of the press conference. Thank you.